Hello everyone. Good morning America. Good afternoon Europe and Africa. Good evening Australia and Asia. Here we are again to solve a few checkmate puzzles, and in the meantime be ready for a new game with a 15 minutes plus 10 seconds increment time control against a strong player. Going to my goal to get 2200. Actually, in the last two games was 2 draws, so I lost a few points, like 1 point yesterday, the day before yesterday, and yesterday I lost 2 points. So I hope to play better today and be able to win. To solve a few checkmates, let's look how it goes. So here, white to move and checkmates is rook e7. If you know the solutions, then please write it in the chat. So again, white to move and checkmates in 1. Bishop h5 checkmate. We need to cover the e8 square also. Next one. So the black king can go out on b6. So let's go check from d5, which covers also d6. And the c6 pawn is pinned, so he cannot capture the knight. Let's look at the next one. Should be a nice little checkmate here. We just need to give a check, yeah. Ace3 and then it's a checkmate. The fifth rank is covered by the rook. Let's look at the next one. G7 is available for the king, so knight f5 will be the checkmate. Now G5 is available, so we need to cover the G5 square with the knight, with knight f7 check. How to give the checkmate here? The black king can go out to b6, I think queen c6. The bishop cannot cover it because it's pinned by the a1 rook. How to give a checkmate here? White to move and checkmates in 1 move. So how will be the checkmate? Please write your solutions. c5, yeah, it covers the b6 square and also opens up diagonal for the bishop to give the check. Next one. Knight takes d7, that's a checkmate because the bishop covers the a8 and b7 squares. This will be, I think, a nice checkmate. How will be this a checkmate? I think capturing on h7 makes the job because the bishop covers the pawn, so we cannot capture there, and then f6 is covered by the e5 pawn, h6 by the queen, and the g5 by the rook. One more checkmate. Queen b8, the knight cannot cover it because the g5 bishop pins the knight. Something a little bit similar. Queen takes g8. Now the knight cannot capture the queen because it's pinned by the e1 rook. How to give a checkmate here? We can just get a queen, that's maybe the simplest, but also we can get a rook, that would be also a checkmate. Queen or rook, both are fine. Let's load the next game. How to give a checkmate here? So, what's the solution? Yeah, bishop c7. It gives the check and also covers the b6 square. Right to give a checkmate again. Bishop f7. Go for the next one. Please tell me, how would you give a checkmate here? Hello Roberto. Hello Slucool. Hello Decasmurf. Welcome to the stream. We are solving a few easy checkmate puzzles first before starting the game. If you have the solution, just write in the chat. Knight b4 checkmate. It opens up for the bishop to cover the b7 square and also opens up the fifth rank to cover the a5 and b5 squares. How to give the checkmate here? So, the solution is bishop takes f7 because it covers the g8 square. And at the same time opens up the g5 for the rook. Good afternoon, Nikolai. How is the weather in Bulgaria? We got so sunny day here. Actually, in the morning we went to the beach. We have a little nice lake close by with my wife and daughter. Actually, my daughter enjoyed the most of it. And also a few friends came, so it was a nice time. But afternoon is chess time. So the checkmate is knight f to e7. Yeah, it opens up the f5 for the rook to cover the f7 square. Let's do the next one. How to give a checkmate here? So let's just capture on d6, opening up the e5 for the rook. I think soon we will be ready with the one move checkmates, and then will come the much more challenging two move checkmates. So here how to give a check. Yeah, e7 is an escape square, so we play c6, the bishop covers down the d6 and e7 squares, the pawn gives the checkmate. Okay, please find here. How would you give a checkmate? So, how do you give the checkmate? So the checkmate is f takes g5, opening up for the f5 for the rook. Next one. The black king can go out to f7 and f8, so we can cover those squares by queen g7, which also gives a checkmate. Let's look at the next one. How would you do here? So, checkmate is bishop b8. The a8 square is covered by the g2 bishop. How to give the checkmate here? I'll let you find the solution. So what is the solution? Knight f6. Yeah, it's a nice checkmate because the king cannot go to h8 or f8 because the pawn covers those squares. Nikolai asked if I am on Windows 10. Yeah, I'm on Windows 10. White move and checkmate in one. Yeah, this looks like a quite easy one. c5. e5 covered by the rook, the d7 square covered by the bishop. Let's quickly do a few more. g5 now. Nice checkmate. d7 square we need to cover, so c6, the bishop gives the checkmate from a3. Here, the d5 need to be covered, so rook d8. It's a checkmate. Now the black king has no square to move, so we just need to give a check. Queen b4 check, and it's a checkmate. The h5 is available, but we have a very long move, rook h5. It cannot be captured because the d3 bishop pins the g6 pawn, and then it gives the checkmate. It's a nice one. Please try to find how to give a checkmate here. If you are watching and we are not yet friends on Twitch or on chess.com, please send me a friend request. I will be happy to accept it, so we will get notifications about each other's activities. If you write a good comment or a blog post, I will be able to know it and go read. And the same, of course, for you. If I write maybe something, then you can read it. You get a notification from chess.com. Bishop h3, yeah, we need to cover also the e6 square. Let's look how will be the next one. Next one, so many pieces on the board. The d5 is available for the king, but if we move the knight and open up for the queen to control, then it will be more than enough. Good. Yeah, these checkmates are from the big book of Laszlo Polgár, the fathers of the Polgár sisters. Actually, there are 5,334 problems in this book. I think around 5,000 checkmates and a few other type of problems finishing the book. And we still have some checkmates, one in one. Okay, the queen covers the a8 square. Okay, let's give the check with the rook. The queen cannot block it on c8 because it's pinned by the b2 queen. The c7 square covered by the knight. d6 square available, so let's cover the d6 square with the knight, and the rook gives the checkmate. It's a very long move. Can you find? Right to move and checkmates in one. So the checkmate is, who knows how to give a checkmate here. Queen h1. It's kind of like a back rank checkmate on the side. Still we have checkmates in one. Oh, this is nice. I get a knight to give the check, and f8 square is covered by the bishop and f6 square by the knight. One more, knight g6. It cannot be captured by the queen because the b2 bishop pins the queen and cannot be captured by the h pawn because the h1 rook pins the pawn. Queen f8 checkmate. One more nice under promotion to a knight to cover g6 square, and the bishop covers the dark squares. Bishop takes g7, checkmate on the h file, queen a7. We are soon on checkmate puzzle number 300. Oh. I thought there is just a little bit less than 300 checkmates in one, but maybe I was not correct. g2-5 is a checkmate. g5 was a checkmate here. Knight e6 need to cover the d8 square. Okay, the fourth rank is covered by the knight. Bishop d8. Rook c6. Nice checkmate coming. Bishop c4, the light squares, we need to hit the checkmate. This is a nice and easy one. The pawn captures the knight, gives the rook covers the seventh rank. This is puzzle number 299, queen f7, checkmate. Let's look puzzle number 300. Bishop h6, checkmate. Actually 7 more one move checkmates, so then let's go and solve all of them. White to move, okay. Knight takes c7, the queen covers all the squares around. I'll take the checkmate here. The d7 square need to be controlled, so queen c6 is a checkmate. Pawn f7 gives the checkmate. The b7 square need to be controlled, so knight c5. Controls b7, opens up the a5 for the rook. How to give the checkmate here? This is a little tricky one. I'm waiting a little bit. Hopefully you can find the solution. There old jackass solved it quickly and effectively. So castling short, that's the solution. Wonderful move. Because d2 square covered by the knight. We have, I think, a few more. So what's the checkmate? This is a beautiful one actually. I set up a little nice background music also to make you more relaxed and be ready for the match. Capturing an en passant, that's the nice move. Cannot be captured because of the 8-7 rook covers and pins the c7 pawn. Okay, and here we are. This is the first problems checkmate in 2. I send out a seek on chess.com until you are looking to solve this one. Let's get back here. Okay, Coach Paul have the solution. Can you please write also the second moves? Or at least the first move of black and then the second move for white. If you can, please write full variations when you write the solutions. The first move is good. Okay, wonderful. So this is the solution. Yeah, it's sitting in checkmate on a7, and if it moves to a2, then the checkmate is on b2. If it moves on a4, then the checkmate will be on b4. Wonderful. Let's go for the next one. Until we get an opponent, we will solve checkmate puzzles. So how to give the checkmate here? Okay, that's the right thing, Paul. King c4. So we are forcing the black king to the checkmate actually. Need to move to a4, that's the only move, and then comes the checkmate on a2. Let's look at the next one. Yeah, this is maybe a little trickier than the last one was. So white move and checkmates in 2. Who will be the quickest to solve it and write the solution in the chat? That's it, Paul. So queen b1, that's the solution. So we are threatening to checkmate on a2 or a1. And no matter where he moves, if on a5, then the checkmate goes on b5. If it's a7, then the checkmate will be on b7. Okay. Next one. This is probably a much easier one than the last few ones. So white to move and checkmates in 2. Okay, that's it, that's the solution. Queen h2, the king has only one square to move, one, and then queen f2 gives the checkmate. Well done. This is a little trickier one. How to give the checkmate here in 2 moves. So black has one pawn, which cannot move now, but it may move if we move the queen. In the meantime, I'm watching if I get any opponent. It looks like my Sikh is out. See, look, the computer is still searching to give me an opponent. No problem, we are solving checkmate puzzles until we get an opponent. Wonderful, queen f5. So actually generating a checkmate threat on g4. And he can only play c5. And then we give the checkmate on g4. Wonderful. Let's make it a little more complicated. So we have now a knight and a queen to give the checkmate. In 2 moves. The black king can go to g7, only that's the unavailable square for him. How would you give the checkmate? So the checkmate is, knight h5 opens up the diagonal for the queen, and no matter where it goes, to g8 or to h7, it will go checkmate on g7. Okay, let's go for the next one. Looks like there are no more queens on the board or rooks, just 2 knights and a bishop, and we need to give a checkmate in 2. How would you give the checkmate here? So knight f7 check, the only move is king f7, and then bishop takes d3 checkmate. Wonderful, Paul. Actually, more than one solutions here. It's interesting if there would be. It's also possible to do other moves, to moving that knight, so he's forced to play d2, which opens up the bishop diagonal to cover h7, and then knight f7 is a checkmate. Even knight g6 is a checkmate, because now the g5 knight also covers h7. So knight f7 was also a solution, knight f6, with same idea, to give the checkmate on f7. Knight can even go to g3, again knight f7 checkmate, or it can go to g7, after d2, knight f7 checkmate, or again available. Let's go for the next one, checkmate in 2. I am curious if I get an if I will get an opponent on chess.com. Looks like, I want to play in with somebody who is over 2000. So minimum 100, just 100 point lower than me or higher player. Looks like not many people are on chess.com who's in that rating range and still wants to play. So Paul has the solution, wonderful. Queen h3 check. King not go to g1, and then knight f3, it's a checkmate. All squares are controlled, even the f2 square by the white king. This looks maybe a little bit harder, but still I think relatively easy. So white to move and checkmates in 2. So the checkmate is bishop b3 check, then the only move is king to b1, and then on the back rank white can give a checkmate on g1 or on e1. So bishop b3 check, king has only one square on b1, and then the queen delivers the checkmate on g1 or on e1. Let's look at the next one. This looks interesting, how to give a checkmate in 2 moves. So maybe I will send out a new seek. You just think about the solution and here the checkmate and solve it. Try to I just get an opponent, wonderful. But let me look if really first I just check my opponent if really a player not just registered yesterday, and sometimes that's dangerous. Just in the comment. So I just got a game actually. Which we look in the comment, somebody says, great game, cheaters. His blitz rating is 1300 and daily is 1200 and the rapid rating is 2047. That looks a dangerous mix. Interesting, his opponent was closed. It's a cheater, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I think, sorry, my game was just aborted. I would really prefer to have some of the title players, but let's look. Request that him as a friend. So just to solve first this checkmate puzzles to finish with the checkmates. The solution is here. Queen a2 as Paul said, yeah. Threatening the checkmate on the back rank, and now the king has 2 squares to move. King e1, then queen e2 gives the checkmate. King g1, then queen g2 gives the checkmates. Okay. Wonderful, thank you for solving, and let's go for the game. So I decided to play the Sicilian defense, actually hyper-accelerated dragon, with playing g6 in the second move. So it's still kind of a secret for me. How can somebody be a 1200 on the 3 minutes games and 2000 on the 30 minutes games? Wow. And many games which was played by him, the opponents was shown as a computer assisted user. Let's hope he will be not that one. So I just develop nicely my pieces. Wants to attack his center and playing d7, d5 in the right moment to exchange his strong e4 pawn. The main idea of the accelerated dragon, we play the dragon setup with the bishop on g7 but without playing d6, with gaining one move and playing d5 in the future instead of d6. In the usual dragon methods they play d6 and later they want to play d5 in 2 moves, but this way white wants to win the tempo but make it in 1 move. f3, early f3. So let me just castle. Queen d2. Normally if they play just too slow, then I think playing d5 is a good move to challenge the center. Actually looks like I played maybe once with him or not. Not sure, probably not, because if I would play with him then it would show up in the it's a game. Just curious, how did he play against another 2000 player? How did he win a game? He plays some strange moves, so let's hope the best and hope it will be. Wow, castled. Actually, I played somebody who later showed it was a computer user. They played the same move. Okay. Actually, I think I remember I analyzed this one to capture here because of knight takes c6, changing queens, and I can recapture. Because I played somehow different in that other game. I captured here first, and then captured the e4 pawn. Okay, let me just take it down. If you have any questions, ideas, comments, please send in the chat. We are watching the game. So that's exchanging things. So we are heading to an endgame. Actually, I'm happy. Normally, for black, it's normally the endgames are good in the Sicilian defense. But maybe if I want to learn from yesterday's game, we should also check if his king is weaker than mine or not. So I should go for the endgame, or better to try to keep the queens and try to go for an attack. Probably I would take the knight first of all, and then maybe playing bishop e6 is one of my ideas. Oh wow, that's a really bad move actually. Taking and then bishop e6, because you can take here, king takes back, queen c3, it's a check and winning the queen. Wow. Okay. So maybe just go straight forward to exchange. Exchange the bishops also and the queens, and then play bishop e6. Which I don't like that much, then he may get double the rooks quickly. Actually, I think it may be capturing 2 times and then playing e5 to gain space and fixing the pawn on the bishop color. So maybe one endgame can be helpful. If rook d5, then probably I need to play f6 to protect my pawn, and then I can play bishop e6. Yeah, he plays so quickly. It's sometimes a sign of computer-assisted play. Of course, or sometimes just likes to play quickly players. Yeah, I'm just still curious about his 1300 blitz rating and with 2700 points more standard rating. How to managing that one. Maybe just a special phenomenon. So my idea is to play bishop e6, the king goes to e7, exchanging rooks. Okay, bishop e6, so he has no strong jump. Okay, to exchange it. Actually, the question if I want to go to c8 and exchanging rooks. And then rook d1, then rook c7 or maybe rook c4. Or play rook d8 maybe to get the file. And if rook c7, then f7 to exchange it. I think I prefer that one. Because he can play like rook d1 to go for the file. And probably I need to exchange and play rook f7 to cover my 7th rank. So we got a nice rook endgame today. In rook endgames, I think there are 3 most important things. Try to get an active rook, try to get an active king, and try to get an active pawn, so pass pawn, which is returning to queen. So an active rook is a rook which may attack the opponent's pawns, or may be placed behind the own pawns, so help its push. Active king can also be active defender, which defends the important pawns, and also can be active attacker to attack the opponent's pawns, and like an active supporter of a passed pawn. Yeah, my king probably would be nice to place on e6 as soon as possible to go forward. I need to protect the b7 pawn, so I need to exchange rooks. So I need to put it to e6 and then push the pawns. Yeah, this is a problem now. I'm forced to exchange actually because rook d7. I can play rook e8 still, but after the check I need to capture, so I think it's better just to do it immediately. And this will be something interesting. So how to manage this one? Pawn endgame. Again, here the king's position is really essential to be centralized, or be the king there to support the pawn and also block the opponent's pawns. Also the situation of the pawns are important to try to make pass pawns if possible. Probably black should play something like f5 to be ready to make a pass pawn. The white will play something like c4. And the king may go forward, king e6, king d6. White must play probably g4 to stop f5. Also, if like less number of pawns can block more number of pawns, that's always a plus. So if like 2 pawns can block like 3 pawns. If, for example, white would play b4 and I would play b5 and can stop those pawns, that would be a big advantage. And the question if I play b5 and if you play something like g4, play king e6, f5, all the exchanges, and then will be good or bad, because he can probably make a pass pawn this way. If I play g5 immediately, yeah, g5 or sorry, f5 or b5. Please, welcome back, Nikolai. put your bets. Do you want b5 or f5? Somehow I feel they both have advantages. Yeah, f5 is forcing the exchange. That's kind of more committal and makes immediate effects. b5 is a little bit more prophylactic move. Probably I don't have the time to calculate all of this. Even if I would have a lot of time, probably I could not calculate long enough to make sure which is better. So kind of feelings. So b5 looks also a little bit committal because then white can maybe make pass pawn much easier. If I just keep it here, then he needs to advance a long way to make a pass pawn. Yeah, somehow I feel b5 is the better. Is it the right feeling or not? b5, b3 then b4, that would be probably okay. b5, c3, or b5, g4, king e6, king e2, f5, take, king e3, e4, b3, king e5. c4, exchange, move, c5, take. If f5, take, then I have already a pass pawn again. King c4. a5, b3, king e6, a3, e4, b4, take, here. Yeah, also has some advantage if he goes too far away, maybe I can attack it maybe easier. Okay, let's just play f5. So it has advantage also if I allow the opponent to go too far away, because then with my king I can attack, because if it just stays like here, like this way, after b5, I cannot really make my pawn forward because he will be blocking. But also, if he will not come, then I cannot capture it. Also, I think it's important to somehow try to push the other pawns up, because if there is an endgame, for example, just h pawn left, then sometimes the factor if it's winning or not, how far advanced the pawns. Also for the draw, if I can block it too very early, the opponent, then he will need to make a lot of move to queen, and then it makes a draw easier. But also if I want to play for a win, then the more advanced the pawns, it's easier to queen. So in pawn endgames also the advancing of the pawns are really important. Also the fixed pawns try to be more advanced. If you don't take, then I need to decide if I want to take it or play f4, which I would probably tend to play f4, because it's kind of like defended pawn and can go forward from there. But it looks like the best move for white is to change and then play something like king d2, king e3. That's what I would do with white. Let's look from the opponent point of view a little bit. Taking. King d2, king e6, e3, king d5. Because I would like to advance those pawns as far as possible. And one idea in the future, if this structure will come, if I can sacrifice the h pawn for the g pawn and then get like connected pass pawns, that can be also strong and powerful in moments. Hello Checkmates Wells. Yeah, Nikolai, here is just 12 minutes past 3 p.m. Yeah, my opponent takes also kind of a lot of time. So hopefully I play with the human. But if not, then I'm quite fine until here. If I'm playing with the computer, I'm proud, but it still may be a computer because it was just a line and so many changes, just kind of forcing moves. King e2. Let me force. Okay, let me just push the pawn to f4. And that's kind of like a protected pass pawn. It can be in the future if placed on g3, g5. That can be a good plus. And now my plan is to go on this side and try to penetrate. You look how it was. Probably it will be just blocking everything. So I think now, from now, even against the computer, I have a chance, at least for a draw. Because probably this pawn is just so strong, cannot do much on the other side. But if I'm playing with a human, he may make some mistakes. c4, that looks like a good move. I want to block it. I mean, block the support. Like a3 would be the typical human mistake. Probably will not do that because after a4 I would block the queen side with pawns and then the other side I can probably win. Probably the best move is to play b3 and then a3 and then b4. c5, wow. That can still be like a human move, but it's okay, actually I like this one. I can probably get to the king there to try to penetrate. Question: what if king e6, king d3, king d7, king c4 here, b3, g5, a3, g4, b4, take. And I cannot play g f3 because if you just take it. Okay, let me just get closer, at least. So who knows? Maybe he's a human, because probably king d3, king c4 is a quicker one. But king d7, king d3, king c6, king c4. Let me go on the other side to go for the better to create a pass pawn if I can. Actually, b5 is an interesting idea with the idea of to isolate the pawn and then attack it. If he captures, then king b6, taking the pawn. Probably he would be still able to maybe to blockade. Not sure. Yeah, it feels like I may have some chances here. One idea to okay, a3. Okay. Okay, now the b5 is not that good because he plays b4, so it is also the b6 may be still an option, actually. Taking, king comes, king f3, king, take it, king c3. Can I go forward or not? That's the question. No, probably I cannot do much here. Playing g4 and f3 in the right movement. Probably not. King d7, and take. King d7, king d3. Probably need to go there, other way I just attack it. You need to protect this with the king, I think. Maybe then I can play b5 check. Takes, but still the problem is I cannot penetrate. Please share your ideas, questions. What do you think about the position? Is it a draw, or white wins, or black wins? In pawn endgame is very important to have active position. So if pass pawns are very strong, the king's position is important. About the king's position, if he can penetrate, attack the opponent pawns or not, or can it block well the opponent pawns or not. It takes so much time, so probably I'm happy that probably my opponent plays on his own. Maybe he's just a decent slow time player, and in the blitz he is 1300 or 1200, but long time control he just plays just much better. Yeah, this was the best one. So king c6, king c4, and it's not even good because take and king here, and I cannot make a I can play actually g4. Make a pass pawn. King c6, king c4, b5, take, goes back. Actually, I can move up. Yeah, I will analyze this deeper. Probably I made mistakes here also myself. It's a good question if now king c6 and then b5 was a better option than this or not. Probably I... Okay, so that's what counts. Wow, there are some magical moves like b5 maybe now. Wow, I cannot take it, the king, because then I queen. If he moves back and I can play maybe actually b4 to isolate this one, I probably can still make the en passant here. King c6, he goes back, I take it, goes back, just waits, if he just waits there, probably I cannot do much. Move up, and red man to play this. What about without that? If I play h5 now, b4, take, and h4, king d3, f3, take, g3. Oh, maybe this just works. Hello Boruto fan! Welcome to the chat. Please add me to your Twitch friends if you want to. I just sent you a request. Nice to see you here. I think I may have a nice idea sometimes to play like after h4, sacrificing 2 pawns for creating an h pass pawn to win with the game with it. So actually this is maybe winning now for me. Wow. I would be really happy. It shows, so I did about the breakthrough. Looks like he tries to go back. And then I think I go and attack these pawns. Yeah, now his king really goes far away. First day of summer holiday. Chess Servas is on holiday. Wonderful. You can play f3 to force the king away. Maybe that looks the simplest way to go for. Take. Take the pawn and then push this one. Or I can make immediately like a, probably I can immediately make a queen here with the breakthrough. The king d3, I play f3. Captures, I play g3. Captures and I play h3, and he cannot stop that anymore. So double pawn sacrifice to break through. Wonderful, thank you. Let's take a quick look on the game. Let me first download it. And load it. Wow, I am really happy I was able to win this pawn endgame. So I'm happy I did not play b5 but f5, because I was able to create that strong f pawn, which made the break in the end. Also, he pushed his pawns and they became weak. So actually my strategy really worked out. So I will just change a little bit the scene here, and getting the game loaded. So here we change the wonderful. Okay, here we are. So let's look at the game. How did it go? Please tell your ideas, questions, suggestions. So it was X-rated dragon. I think all usual moves, developing the knights on the knight spots, bishop, f3 castling. Probably this queen d2 is not really good. White should play something like bishop c4 if he wants to play for an advantage. Probably earlier actually here bishop c4 and then bishop b3 to avoid all kind of strong counterplays. Or bishop e2 and castle short. Okay, f3 castling, queen d2. Thank you, Checkmates, thank you. Also Bertofan, thank you. So d5, I think this is a typical move and really important move in the X-rated dragon. Try to move your d pawn in one move to d5, challenge the opponent center. Castle, exchange on e4, capture back. Wow, so here maybe I missed something big. Let's look how it goes. Something I missed, looks like. This time, just checking this also with the database, with the engine. Captured back. Oh, okay, I just did not think about possibilities. I capture with the bishop here, and then bishop g4, attacking the rook, which defends the bishop. So the bishop is 2 times attacked, 2 times defended, but if he needs to move the rook, then it's... Wow! Plays bishop e2, then just capture, and then it wins the piece. c3 will not help because queen c7 pins it, and then the knight can move back. Wow, so first thing I missed, bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, and bishop g4, it's a strong one to win the exchange. Probably need to move this one, and then exchanging would be just very nice to go for a winning endgame. Okay, I missed that one, and I went instead to the probably equal endgame. e5, d5, f6 I protected, bishop c4, attack, c5, so we changing pieces. I got the d5, c7 is forcing the exchange with the rook. Okay, and exchanged again. So we got this nice little pawn endgame, which probably it's an equal position if played well. Yeah, I was curious to play f5 or b5. Here you played in f5 to gain space. Played king e2, probably still good. And then I played f4 just to gain more space, c4. What would be, probably here something similar which I did on the other side. I should probably play h4 to prevent this, especially the breakthrough, like which was in the end with the h pawn, which how I was winning, would prevent that one. And if I come just, yeah, king f3 just sits there. Probably this in h6. Actually, I need to probably be careful. Yes, some stress, because if g5, then he just plays king f5, winning the e5 pawn. So change. How is the pawns rolling? So it will queen in the same time, and then probably this is an equal position. So how to do this? So how to make it here? Finishing. So let's go back and look how the endgame went instead. So h4 was a good move for white to block the counterplay. Played c4, which is actually my best move would be g5, maybe a little better than e5. Let's look how did it go. Yeah, the idea of this to be able to play h5, but probably b4 now he would then gain space earlier than before, so I cannot really break through here. Still, the problem is covering all the squares, so I cannot really break through anymore. Okay, a5, maybe it's a bad idea, and also letting him play the c5, which is probably a bad idea. Probably it's losing move. g5, yeah, it's g5 working this one. Yeah, no matter actually, because of the g4, and then he cannot make this idea real, this b4. Can make b4, maybe this is a little better, but then I make b6 to force the exchange of the pawns. And then you need to go and save against my breakthrough, and then I will win the pawns on this side. Okay, let's go back. So he played king c4 instead. Yeah, then h5 is just going. So this is a key idea in the pawn endgame. Who can make the pass pawn first, and also how can somebody penetrate? Because like here the idea with black to make a pass pawn on the king side and then penetrate on the queen side and win the pawns here, and then win in the end maybe in the queen side. Yeah, king c6 he protects, and the white king cannot do two jobs. You cannot protect the pawn at the same time and also block the advance of this pawn. It's kind of like a double threat. And the good thing about this for black, he did not sacrifice yet the pawn, so white already in a Zugzwang. You need to give up the pawn, the defense of the pawn, to stop the kingside pawns. So it's already losing. He has no good move actually, or just this or the other one. Then I would capture on b4, c5, and then the b pawn would queen. Play this one and then h4. And I think this is a nice breakthrough. f3 and then g3 to make the passed pawn as far as possible. Because if you are recapture, he just catch the pawn. Probably this is still winning because of the b pawn, so this would be still winning. But if I would have not that good situation on the queen side, then it would be not enough. Also after if I would recapture, white would be still able to catch. Still winning because of this situation on the queen side. But this is, I think, the nicest thing, h3, and now the white king is out of the square of the pawn, so cannot catch it anymore. So maybe just take a look where was the last moment where white could save this one. Probably c5 was the losing move, I think. Yeah, c5 then, because c5 actually gave up this b5 penetration square. She would just play something like b3. How would this go? Maybe g5. King f3, h5, h3. So I cannot go forward. Yeah, and the problem, you can play a3, yeah, and then b4 to build up this wall. Like I cannot go forward. I cannot break it. All the squares are covered. And it's no way to break from the other side, so this would be the draw. So c5 was the critical mistake. And why did he play it? Probably, yeah, he wanted to play c5 and then king d3, king c4 to be attacker, but yeah, you need to double check if your attack can backfire. If you are not able to like push the pawns forward. Yeah, the original plan was if I would need to play maybe king c6, then after b4 it would be a draw. Taking, and same idea, b5, and then I cannot go forward with my king, but he missed. I had this good intermediate move. Instead of king c6, just play h5. If you would do king d3, yeah, still I need to play here g5, just go quickly on that side, so don't think about defense. First be ready to move g4 and then f3. Yeah, and here it was the nice finish again. So I think interesting game. We saw a lot of checkmate puzzles also today. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, then please tell it about your friends and come back also in the coming days. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon, everyone. Bye bye.